we take a little time, back porch in the rocking chair, leave the light on, I'll be meeting you out there. Reminisce every moment past, all the times we shared. You and I growing old together, we stood and faced the weather. One thing I know, you are my soul.
So my favorite thing about Leslie Ann is the fact that she is such a beautiful person inside and out. And I've said it a number of different times before, so I probably sound like a broken record, but the funny thing is she doesn't even know it. And I think that innocence, and I think that sweetness and genuine character that she has is just the most adorable thing I've ever come across.
It's a beautiful life. A beautiful life. Sun come up in the morning, underneath the shade of an oak tree. Colors on the leaves are changing, seasons moving endlessly. Man, where did the time go? We got some history. A little bit older now, but you still look so good to me.
What makes me smile when we're not around each other is that obviously she's always on my mind, and I have a good feeling that I'm going to be on her mind as well. And that's a really good, welcome feeling. You know, it's not something that I have felt before, and again, it's such a good feeling to be loved and wanted and desired as much as I want and love and desire someone like her. That was cheesy.
Andrew and I met initially at the gym, and during that time we became friends for a little while, and then we sooner than later transitioned into more than friends. So eventually, Memorial Day weekend, he came back in town, and everybody was hanging out at my place. Everyone slowly left, and it was just him. And on his way out, he decided to kiss me, and I was happy. I think he felt like he wasn't sure what I felt like, so he was running out the door as I was trying to somehow communicate that was okay and that I was interested as well. And then sent me a text on his way home and apologized. And then it was a little bit of an awkward start after that.
My thoughts were, after the first kiss, oh gosh, I screwed that up. You know, I was riding home in my car, and I actually texted her and apologized, and she said that there was no reason to apologize. So that did make me feel a little bit better, comforted me a little bit, and I guess was enough of a band-aid to allow me to give it another try.
Oh, a beautiful life. Just you and I, yeah, it's a beautiful life. Just you and I, yeah.
My favorite thing about Andrew is his kind heart, always willing to help anybody that he cares for. Just a naturally genuine guy. Andrew is extremely funny, very easy to be around, makes everyone feel very comfortable, just loyal, extremely honest, would do anything for anybody.
I don't know if we have a particular song. There's a couple that when they come on the radio we kind of laugh at because it completely talks to us, speaks to us, and really encompasses our relationship. So we don't really have a particular song, but I know one of her favorite songs, and we'll probably play at the wedding, is Latch by Sam Smith, this British guy. But if I had to pick, that would probably be the song that encompasses us.
How does it go?
How does it go? Yeah, I'm not going to give it a go. He's got a very high-pitched voice, and I'm probably not going to give that a go. I'm sure it's a top 40 hit. Everybody's heard it.
Our songs? I I don't know. We don't.
I know it's a British song. It's a British song. You would like it's high pitched, and you wouldn't sing it for me.
Oh, the latch.
Yeah.
Or I'm latching onto you. Yeah.
Can you whistle it?
I don't know if I can do it. All right. My pitch doesn't change in whistles, so I can't do it.
That's cool. I'll look it up anyway.
Yeah.
So the proposal was probably one of the most stressful day of my life. It was a complete surprise to her, and that's exactly how I wanted it. So the idea was that it was going to happen in New York City on top of a rooftop overlooking the Empire State Building on Valentine's Day. She's seen that in a movie before, I think Sleepless in Seattle, so she had mentioned that, so I kind of want to make that happen and make that special for her. So the day of, so it was Friday, Valentine's Day, and Charlotte had just gone through one of the worst snowstorms that it's ever had, so we're set to fly out Friday morning, flights get canceled, and she proceeds to redirect our flights or reschedule our flights for the next morning, which unbeknownst to her was not an option. So it had to happen that night. We had to find a new flight out of Charlotte, and so as she would say, I was being very aggressive as far as how quickly she could get out of work, and I was on the phone with Delta all day. So we actually found a new flight, took us to Atlanta, up to New York. I had the Ring with me the whole time, traveling. Again, very, very stressful. And we finally got to New York. It was an empty apartment at my brother-in-law's because they were all hiding. And my wonderful sisters had already set up the rooftop, champagne, roses, candles, lights, the whole 9 yards, overlooking Empire State Building. And we got up there, and this is true to Leslie Ann form. She thought we were walking in on somebody's Valentine's Day celebration. And so she proceeded to take pictures of the Empire State Building while I proceeded to pop the champagne. And again, she thought it was somebody else's champagne that I was opening, but we started talking, and after me kind of confessing everything that I've wanted to say for so long, I got down on one knee, and again, still completely shocked. Still don't think she said yes to this day, but and the whole thing was caught on security camera, so it was perfect. My hope for our future is that we just both continue having passion for what we do, passion for one another, undying love for one another, starting a family with a couple kids. But no, I can see that. I can picture that. I can see a couple kids running around. I can see weekend trips as a family, and it's, again, I haven't seen that up to this point, and again, it's a good feeling. So, very, very bright future, many years ahead of us.
There wasn't one specific event of when I knew Andrew was the right one. It was kind of a continual peace and comfort that I had thinking about him as being my future husband. It just was a constant the entire time of such peace, knowing that this was the right person for me. So Andrew had planned to propose in New York City, and we were flying there actually Valentine's Day for his sister's birthday. The following on the Saturday is what we had initially gone up there for. That happened to be the worst snowstorm in Charlotte that we had that year, so our flight got canceled initially. He calls me frantically while I'm at work to leave early if I can, to kind of get rerouted to get up there in time to get there for Friday night. I didn't really understand why he was so pressing this matter. I thought it was fine to get there Saturday morning, but I could tell it meant a lot to him. I still had no idea. So we got on the flights. Everything was delayed just enough to get us there at actually the original time that we were supposed to get there on Friday. So it worked out well. We get in the cab. I did notice then he was a little nervous, but he's an anxious flyer, so I kind of thought it was that. We get into his sister and her husband's apartment, gorgeous apartment right in Manhattan that overlooks the Empire State Building. And they're not there. They were out, I guess, and were coming to meet us. So he decided, let's go up to the rooftop and take a look at the Empire State Building since it was lit up for Valentine's Day. And we quickly changed. I had not showered since 5 o'clock that morning, had my bare minimal makeup on and everything, just thinking that we were going to get in and hang out with his family. We walk up to the rooftop and it's snow covered. There's candles, lights, roses, a bottle of champagne, just like a fairy tale movie set. And my thought was, I took a step back. I didn't want to walk out there. I thought that we were walking onto somebody else's dinner date or something going on. And he kind of didn't let on there. He's like, oh, it's okay. So I wanted to snag a picture because it was gorgeous. And so I'm taking pictures. All of a sudden I hear the champagne bottle pop. And even at that point, I thought that it was just a Valentine's Day setup because Andrew's very romantic and he always does holidays and special events, non-special days. I mean, he's just a very romantic guy. So it didn't surprise me he would do that for Valentine's Day. And then as we're drinking champagne and he's talking and he's a lot more nervous than what he had been, I kind of started thinking, oh, okay, what's going on? And then he set his champagne glass down, and that was when I finally hit me of what was going on. So it was the best weekend of my life.
I promise to forever take care of you. Just as you've done for me. Again, I told you that the night I proposed to you. Again, you have shown me so much support. It's hard to put in words, and I can only hope to give you as much support in the future as you have these past couple years. So I will be by your side through thick and thin, and again have that love to show you, because tough times will come. Great times will come, but again, I'm here to be by your side through all of it.
I promise to always be there for you, to always be your rock, to always support you, to hopefully always make you laugh, to always enjoy life with you, and to love you for the rest of our lives. I'm most excited on the wedding day to have that moment of when I see Andrew standing at the end of the aisle and have my dad walk me down, who is also my hero.
A beautiful life. And I know you won't care if I get a little gray hair, sitting out back together, resting in our rocking chairs. Music in the background, we got time to share. It's been so beautiful loving you through all of these years. One thing I know, you are my soul. Got a life ahead of us, we're gonna take it slow. Little things you do, I love about you. Hold you close like the day we met and watch our lives unfold in the sky tonight. And the stars will tell our story, no doubt in my mind tonight. And I just know there never will be. It's a beautiful life. A beautiful life. Just you and I. Oh, a beautiful life. Just you and I. Yeah, it's It's a beautiful life. Just you and I.